My people, my friends, stop and wait. Let's go conversate at the Shades.
Welcome back again, guys, to the Shades podcast. I am your host, Paul, and this is At the Shades. And today we have another special guest called Abu, aka the HolyDay. He is an underground rapper, the upcoming artist himself. Today, the topic will be about the music industry, what's going on in the music industry, the random rumors. I personally really do want to hear the rumors as well. So, man, Abu, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good, my brother. How you doing, man?
I'm good, fam. MK, you good?
And GG's, bro. So,
So, Abu, tell us about yourself. Like, for those people who actually don't know the HolyDay and who haven't heard your music, tell us more about you.
All right. So my name's the Holiday, or better yet, officially known by the government as Abu Bakari. I'm an upcoming artist. I've been doing this for like 3, 4 years, 2 years professionally, but 4 years throughout all of it. So I'm a rapper slash poet slash songwriter slash kind of producer in a way, of certain sense.
You're a poet?
Yeah, man, I'm a poet. Well, every 90% of all rappers start as a poet, and then they just get a bit more aggressive, so they become rappers.
You have an album?
No, I do not have an album, man. Very sadly, I don't have an album.
Or we're expecting an album?
Yeah, definitely. An album. Let's keep this first for later on. We'll talk about this more later on. Honestly.
Yeah,
They
man,
shouldn't
like
hear
six,
everything.
6 years and no album? Six, yeah? Said six.
4 years.
Yeah,
Dog.
4 years. Still no album. You should get an album.
Definitely. But it's a bit more than that, you know? I feel like it's a bit more than that. If you're in the game, it's different. It's not just about the collection of songs, right? So here's the
Yeah.
thing. I feel like to everyone listening, right? Even for yourself, even if J. Cole drops an entire album, right? 12, 18, 20 songs, right? You're most likely going to listen to the first 10 and then wait another day to listen to the rest.
True.
Right? Now, that's J. Cole. That's somebody who's broken records over records, you know? He's listened all over the world. Now, for me, my case is not the same case as him. So obviously, because I'm lower than him, you might end up just listening to the first 6 songs and then waiting for days and days till you listen to the rest, right? So you can't just drop an album if you haven't prepared your audience for what's coming. And right now, this is that wind before the storm, you know? The chicken before the feast, the turkey before Thanksgiving.
This is speaking of the game, as you said, like you are an upcoming artist, right? You're different from the top ones. And regarding the game, obviously, we're in a, let's say, an African-based continent, right? And we're in Tanzania, and the listeners who actually only listen to Diamond, Harmonize, and etc., right? And it's mostly in Kiswahili, but for you, it's different. You rap in English. How do you think that will affect you?
Okay. The thing is, at the beginning of my career, I never thought that would be a problem. I was like, yeah, nah, that's impossible, man. These people listen to Drake. So how can they not listen to me? But then later on, I actually came to find out that it's a very big factor, man. Like, it's something that every artist has to come in terms with, and that you have to mix both of the languages. Now, at the beginning, I wasn't mixing, but right now and for what's about to come, most of it is both English and Swahili, because you can't leave some people out. if something is good, right? So
For
we're
real?
trying to find a way to put everything together. Like it gotta be Swahili, gotta be English, some French, a bit of, let's say it's a lot of flavors. For what's coming, there's gonna be so much people are not expecting. But it's really hard to just be an English-based artist in Tanzania or in any country really that doesn't speak English as its first language.
Oh yeah, I can actually imagine you in your spot if I put myself in your shoes, like, cause like this, like most Tanzanians don't listen to any like English songs. Most of them, if they do, then it's a top artist. Like I said, like J. Cole, Drake, Chris Brown, etc. But like if you're underground, it's really hard for them to know you.
Mm.
Yeah, HolyDay.
Yeah.
Question like, what type of music do you make? Do you have like a specific niche, or whatever music you release out there is for like the world to hear? Like, is there like a particular type of rap music you make?
Okay. The answer is no, because writing wise, I write a lot of conscious rap, which is a mix between poetry and just hip hop, right? So I write a lot of conscious rap. But when it actually comes to the releases or all the songs that I have out, I only have about 4 songs that are conscious rap. The rest are like melodic, some are R&B, some are just pop, and apparently some are Afrobeats as well. So no, one of the things that makes me, like what makes the HolyDay, is the diversification in my music. Like I want my music to be for anybody and everybody.
Yeah. Sounds dope. Which one would you say is like the best music you've put out there? Do you have a favorite project that you've released? Like you'd say this is like my best work so far, or are they all your best work?
Yeah, I say that my top 2, I don't have a top 1. My
Mhm.
top 2 are Locked House and Below Me. These are tracks that I can listen to any time of the day, any time of the week, any time of the year. The things for Locked House specifically, I wrote what I went through. I wrote what I saw people going through. That's why it was even released on the Children's Day last year. For anybody
Yeah.
who hasn't listened to it, please check it out. It's called Locked House. And Below Me is a song. Basically, it's just a song about having fun, but everything about the song is different. It's not just trap. It's not just rap. It's like its own fusion mix of hip hop geniusy. So like those are my top 2. And
Yeah,
shout out to Nakeem and Stipes.
for me, Locked House was definitely my favorite because like it was very emotional and it also described like where you came from and the struggles you've been. I really liked it. There was a verse you used about Samata and about your brother, him becoming a footballer, right?
Yeah.
I like that part. It was really good.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Below such a cocky song. I liked it because of the confidence. Yeah, it was lit though.
And see, each one of them has a completely different vibe from the other one, right? But the same person made it. That's what the HolyDay is. Even when we drop these new projects that are coming, each one of them is gonna blow you away because you'd be sitting there like, there's no way this is the same person doing these different types of wonders at once.
Mm. Okay, what is the hardest thing you came across with you in your music? Let's say, is it the management? Is it the time consuming? What what drives you to wake up every day and continue doing this? Like knowing that people in Tanzania don't even listen to underground English rappers, right? So it's really hard for you to make it out.
Yeah.
What's your
Okay,
devotion?
so hmm. So one is what's the hardest thing I faced, and the other one is what drives me to continue, right?
Mm.
All right. The hardest thing I faced is people telling you that you got this, or you're really good, you know what to do. You know, here's how it's the hardest thing, or like the toughest thing I faced, right? Normally it looks positive because people are telling you know what you're doing. People are telling you you got this. You're doing great, man. You sound like speaking a Drake. You sound like U21 Savage. It's amazing. You'd be like, yay. But then
Yeah.
that's it. Nothing else. Like I've talked to some of the biggest people in Tanzanian music industry. I wish I could name them, but then I can't. But trust me,
Mm.
I've talked to some of the biggest people in this industry, and then they'll listen to this song, they'll vibe to them. Some of them even have them on their playlist. They'll tell you how great it is, but then it ends there. It's never like, okay, to move this in front, you should do this 1 and 2 and 3. Nope, they just tell you that, oh, you're really good. And then when you come up to those, okay, how do I move? It's like, bro, you got this, you just do it your way. They don't actually help you with anything in terms of actually moving it forward. They just give you good words and then they end it there. That's the toughest thing I've personally faced. Because then, okay, you're good, you're one of the best, and then what?
True.
See? It's like that's the toughest thing I've faced because it's very hard finding an answer to it. It's very hard. And a lot of upcoming artists will tell you the same thing. They've played the music to some of the biggest people in the industry. They've played some of the smartest people in the industry. But then these people don't actually move the music. They don't even help them with the music. They just tell you that, oh, you're good, or you know what you're doing. Okay, you should improve here and here. But then they don't actually tell you how to make it like something that will trend, how to make it something that will be big. They don't tell you any of that. They just leave it on the surface for you to figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on the side of what drives me, for me, music is life. Music is life to me, at least. So, like the idea of writing something, of going to record something, it's something that's always in me. It's always in me. If I wake up, I sleep, I might wake up with a new melody. I'll write it. I would save it somewhere. So what pushes me is the fact that I know that one day I may fail to wake up, right? And whatever I have in my head, whatever melodies I have, whatever story I want to write it, I won't be able to do it. So the world might fail to see what I had in store for them, or the world might fail to see some talent just because that I wasn't able to wake up. So as long as I can wake up, then I'll try to project this and create it into something that the world will be able to also hear. So that's my drive, knowing that death is something that's coming.
Yeah, I can understand that. Okay, when you said the hardest part in as an upcoming artist, you mentioned that you've met the top people in this industry, right? Like, has something ever occurred to you, like let's say you showed them your song and they liked it and they want to buy it from you. Would you actually sell it?
Crazy thing, right? I have given a song free.
You have.
I have given a song for free. Because, I was still in that man to say, like, what? You actually like my song? Why? No way. And then they're like, yeah, could I, like, is it possible I could also do the song? Or, like, could I have it and shit? And I'm like, take it. What? You do it. It will reach more people through you, more than if I did it. But, yeah, I feel like right now, I would sell some songs. Because realistically, I know that not all the songs that I write, if I sing them or I rap them, they'll be able to make the impact that they did. Right? For example, Locked House, right? Just think of that song, Alafu Angekuwa, like it was sung by someone like, I don't know, Nani, see Harmonize, if Harmonize did it.
Yeah.
Or if it was something like Navi Kenzo did it. You see the impact of people, how people would have felt it more.
True. That's true.
Exactly, because they have that big audience already. So yeah, I would definitely sell songs. I definitely do be selling songs on the low. There's a big chance on your playlist you have 3 songs that I actually wrote them, but your biggest stars sung them. You're welcome, guys.
So I've been wondering, like, features that you do have features, right, with other artists.
Yeah.
So do you charge for a feature, or it's not there yet?
I don't charge for a feature. I don't. Either somebody wants to feature my song or I'm featuring that song, I don't charge for a feature. Because at least right now.
So y'all
I
are
feel
still helping
like,
each other out, right?
yeah. I still don't see that big point of, I should charge somebody for me to be in the song. No. I'm gonna be in your song. We're gonna make the song the best it can be, and people are gonna enjoy it. That's it. We're making music right now.
Yeah, man. I hope to see you at the top.
Hopefully,
Yo, like, curious, like, do you work in like one particular studio, or you worked in like multiple ones, especially for features? Or do you have like a specific one?
Okay. I've worked for in 4 or 5 studios. The one that I work the most at is Camille Studio with Stivers, Northeast, Camille Freeman. Those are like
How's the culture? How's the atmosphere? Like, how's the experience? Especially your early days. How were they?
The earliest days are kind of a bit exciting as well as a bit nervous. By the way, Ahmed's the first person who took me to Camille's studio. Ahmed was the first person who introduced me to Camille, as well as taking me there. That time, that was like 2019, I think. Yeah, 2019. I hadn't actually gone to a full studio. All we're doing is me and Tuli were making music on his laptop at either his place or my place. That's how we used to do it. That's the whole Rolex, if you know the song Rolex. But yeah. So Ahmed tells me like, yo, bro, come through. You gotta meet Camille, man. And I'm like, all right, cool. Who Camille, man? He's like, you gotta meet Camille, dog. I'm like, IG, I'm pulling through, man. You don't have to tell me twice. But yeah, from there, Camille and the gang, that atmosphere, I'd say it's real. It's something that many studios do not have. If you are doing a track and it's shit, we're gonna tell you it's shit. Most studios just have that idea of like, okay, somebody's coming, they paid for the studio session, whatever you're gonna sing, whatever you do, that's on you. Nobody's gonna give you any feedback. After you're done recording, people are gonna give you watakugonga tano, yeah, man, that was dope. Man, you really did the things, man. And then after that, they'll leave, they'll mix your song and then send it to you. So, but with Camille and the rest, it's different, man. You do something and then, hi, man, do you really want to do this song? Because this song is trash. And I'll be like, but bro, man, I really want to do it. Okay. And then I think we should fix something. So we'll all start working on different ways to make the song better, right? All of us will start coming up with maybe better melodies, better styles of doing it, better techniques. And that's not only my experience. A lot of other artists who've worked at Camille Studio have seen the same thing. We always tell each other the truth, like, okay, we can make this better. This right now is a 5, we can make it a 10, So the culture there, I would definitely say it's one of the best I've ever been to. Currently, I'm also working at Amateur Lovers Studio. Shout out to the nigga.
Shout out to your management as well, ADK.
Yeah, 80K in the building. Big man's here. He's doing a lot, man. He's doing a lot. Gotta give a shout out to that.
Yeah, bro. Wait, are you under a label, or is it just you?
It's always just been just me and the gang. Well, there was HBK Nation, which it wasn't a label. the way we perceive the label, but it was a group. Like, it was a group of individuals who really want to do something, you know? So it's not really a label, but most of us, like, we work, some work with HBK, some work under HBK, but it's just a group of us, you know?
Okay, let's pause this so that we can make another.
So you know how we do it, and this time you with the holiday, so you must get a sneak peek into the new music that's coming. So stepping right up, actually sliding right in, it's Excuse Me Miss by the Holiday myself. And mine like a Zante.
Excuse me, miss. I don't wanna waste your time. I don't wanna waste your time. Excuse me, miss. I don't wanna talk too much. I don't wanna talk too much. If I put it down, will you give me all of that? Your legs on my back, facing, don't be shy. If I play my song, will you want it all the time? My hands on your waist, you gon' show me what is mine. If I hold you down, will you give me all you have? If I pick your calls, will you tell me I'm enough? When I'm running fast, you just gotta hold me down. If I give you love, would you give me all your time till the sun's down? Till the sun's down. If you have my story, will we start a fight now? If you want my shoes, will you fit the size now? Will you see me different when the money goes far? If I give you love, will you give me all your time till the sun's down? Till the sun's down.
All right, now we're back. Now, Abu,
Yeah.
oh, Bill is here.
Well, go on.
In the building.
Don't let me catch you off guard. Keep going. You got this.
Okay, as an upcoming artist, you tend to like let's say the exposure and the experience that you have on stage, or let's say somewhere in a recording booth. Like, what was the biggest event maybe you performed?
Biggest event I performed at.
Mm.
Biggest event I performed at. In terms of the number of people there, it has to be Aga Khan Fiesta.
Yes, sir.
Remember, we performed, there was like 400 people there. Man, the crowd went crazy. Rolex is still a banger. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Joffrey. Joffrey was there. I was with Tuli and Joffrey on stage. One of the greatest things ever, man. But in terms of the stage, what the event was and everything else, the biggest performance was last year, December, at the National Museum.
Hold up. You performed at the National Museum.
Yeah, last year, December. And here's the best part about it. It's like, I performed a song that's not even released. It's going to be released on the EP that's coming.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an EP that's coming. So yeah, we performed that song. I was with Chris Azante, in case anybody didn't know, that's the name. Performed it with Chris. The song is called Excuse Me. We did a full acoustic version. The whole song was done in an acoustic version. Halfway through the song, we're repeating the chorus again for the second time. And we have people who are standing on their seats singing with the chorus exactly as if they had this song for a million times. It was one of the best feelings ever.
Y'all heard it here first. Excuse Me by Exante and the HolyDay, coming in soon later on this year. Out on all platforms. Y'all should get and listen to that. That will be a surefire banger. Let's talk about before you perform. What goes through your head? The feelings, the emotion, the adrenaline. What goes through your head before you perform?
All right. It's usually three things. One, damn, what happens when I zingua, man? That's the first thing that goes in your head. Like, yo, what if I trip? But then it's like, there's the second thought that comes in, like, wait, bro, you're the HolyDay, man. You're the HolyDay. And then, that cocky part comes in your head and you're like, there's no way I can trip. And then the third part is just the normal being nervous or being anxious. So you gotta look at the audience and say, hey, okay, you check who's performing before you. If the crowd is going crazy or the crowd is just chill, all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
because
can mess you. That can mess you up.
at least if the crowd is crazy, then you can find a way to just blend in. But
Mm.
then if the crowd is quiet, hey, now you have to go and find a way to, you are the crowd, which is hard. And a lot of artists struggle with that part. Unless people already know the song or your song is really good, then that part is usually hard. But yeah, man, after you get over the fear, you just become cocky. When you're cocky, face reality. Those are the 3 steps to perform, as well as to even record, to be honest.
Oh, yes, sir. That's what's up. So let's say you get on the stage and nobody knows your name.
Mm.
They don't know who you are.
Mm.
How do you make them remember the name afterwards?
Okay.
HolyDay.
Yeah. That's how I think of it,
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't care if somebody knows my name or not, but I do care that they know my work. So like, I'll make sure like what I'm gonna do on stage, they will find who I am. They will need to search me out. What I'll do on stage will talk for me. I don't usually like introductions. Like apart from Nikki, like I'm up on the stage and then I'm this person. I never do that.
You
Like
never make
whoever is
them say
introducing,
your name or whatever.
nah, whoever's introducing me will say my name. But when I go on stage, I don't say my name. My work will say my name.
Hey, bro. Yeah, let's go.
My work is the one that's gonna say my name. Like when I leave, you have to find who I am.
Now that's deep. Because I think yesterday, I went to an event and there was an upcoming artist on the stage, but then he was like forcing everyone to say his name, when he came in or before he left. And then you look around, you look at the crowd, you're like, damn, bro, I kind of feel for my homie,
Yeah. No, just chill, bro, just chill.
Aside. And who would you say that your music is mostly catered for?
That's a hard question. That's a hard question.
Gotta think about that.
Damn, okay. The songs before, they were directly aiming for people between the age of 16 to 22, like people who are still figuring things out, people who are still trying to move outside their comfort zone, people who are trying to find themselves, people who are trying to have fun with the life they're living.
Mhm.
But with the EP that's coming, I can say that the target is drum rolls. Yeah. The target is everybody.
Okay, that's difficult.
As in, the songs in the EP are all so mixed in the sense whereby somebody who's 12 can listen to the song and vibe the same way who's somebody who's 25 or 30 can listen to the song. That's how much work we're putting on this music. That's how much feelings we're keeping on these songs. Like either your dad and you can both be in the same room and both enjoy the song.
Teach me how to Dougie type vibes.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Could be, but who knows? I can't say yet.
So, how long you been in this music business, the industry?
It's 4 years.
Yeah, man. 4 years. 2 years professionally, 2 years from beginning to scratch, getting everything okay,
And what could you say has been the most difficult part in this journey?
Okay. Difficult.
It could be multiple,
Yeah. At first, it used to be mixing school and time to record, time to do shows, time to just be an artist. Mixing that was very hard. Mixing that was really, really hard. Not gonna lie to you. But then later on, at least that stage move. The other difficult things was finances. Sometimes, not gonna lie, any upcoming artist understands the cost that they have to endure. Trust me, guys. It's not to the fate of heart. If you see the amount of numbers they're spending on making that 3-minute song, and you'd feel for them. You'd really feel for them. The finances are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Finances are crazy. So yeah, there's finances. Another thing is anybody who's a creative, right? Once they start doing what they're doing a lot, they somehow become isolated. It just happens automatically. Like they wouldn't be as social as they were when they're, when they're chill, like they're just doing it kidogo. But the more you get deep into your work, the more you become isolated. So yeah, there's been times whereby, it's like 2 months I've barely any, apart from those super close people that either I see them every day or I talk to them every day, like those super few, I'm so isolated from the world. I don't even know what's going around. I don't know Kabisa. So that's also difficult because, that's how I like to say it, is like the amount of people that you meet in your life are some of the best things that you made in life. You don't know when you need them, you don't know when they'll need you. So you should have a balance on a way to communicate with people. Yeah, those top three news.
And what's the ultimate goal with this music shit?
What's ultimate goal? Well, honestly, it's 3 things really. One, I want my music to really make an impact on people. Like, how I want my music to stay there for a long time, definitely. But I want the music to help people, to give them something to hold to, to teach them something. I want my music to have that impact. That's one. Two, I definitely do want to perform at Madison Square Garden, if not the Wembley Stadium. That's always been in the head. Like, that's always there. I want 60,000 fans shouting that name,
Nazima, in a few years.
Yeah. And then the third, I really just want, like, even with music, I want to be able to get enough money so that if my mother says I want to fly to Dubai right now, she will go on my private jet and then fly to Dubai right now. That's my third. Like, anything that I want, anything somebody who I care about wants, they'll be able to get it at that moment. Is it very realistic? Yes, if you believe in it.
If you believe it, you can achieve it.
Yeah, definitely. No going back. Keep going front.
Do you believe that an artist can really sell their soul in this business?
Yes, definitely, man. Definitely. And the idea of selling your soul is not okay. It is actually like just selling your soul. But to most, the concept of selling your soul isn't really that selling your soul thing. It's like selling who you are so that you can be able to sell to the market. A lot of upcoming artists, and I've seen this so many times, right? Maybe I'm going somewhere to record and then I meet these people there. Maybe let's say today, right?
Yeah.
I record a song, they record a song, we exchange numbers, and chat. And then maybe 6 months later, 8 months later, you go to the same studio, you find them, and then they're completely different people. Not in terms where they've advanced in life, no. They completely left why they're doing music. They completely left the style of them doing music. They left the culture. They left whatever that made them who they are. And now they're adopting this whole new phrase of somebody else. Just because somebody said that, you know what, drop everything here. You need to be this, 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 and this. And then utatoka. So these people completely drop everything of who they are and then completely sell their soul to become somebody else. So yes.
Satanic shit.
Yeah, man. People in this industry sell their soul too many times. And it's very sad. But hey, man, they trying to get that bag, bro. You gotta chase the bag.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you gotta ask yourself, like, what's the limit with this bag chasing? You know what I'm saying? Where does it stop? And where do you make the bag chase you?
Amen. That's
Well,
what.
you basically, so you're signing a contract, so it doesn't stop.
Uh, yeah, and that's the thing, man. When you hit an upcoming artist with a contract, man, these people just read the number figures. That's
Exactly, bro.
they don't even check anything else. And you'll be surprised. Some of the biggest artists in Tanzania are under big labels, under a bad contract, and they're writing for those big people. Every song you hear of some of those biggest people came from an underground artist who can be like they'll get money, they'll get food, they'll be able to live. But right now, while they're still nurturing him, he should write for the big guys. It's so sad, but it's the reality.
I mean, we can't all think rationally in career-changing moments. You know, you're there in the room, you're told, "I the contract is there." You won't even have the time to be like, "I let me call my lawyer," or let me think about this."
You really don't. To be honest, you really don't. Once you start checking those figures, the numbers they write there, amazing numbers, man. Amazing numbers.
Yeah, I'm all right. Y'all heard it here first. The HolyDay on track 255. Go check him out on his Spotify. Check him out on his Instagram. Check him out on all platforms.
Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate you,
AKA
boy.
Abu Marasta. Yo, what happened to your dreads, bro?
After Mature Rasta G, man, I ain't got Rasta no more. But yo, the Rastas are coming back. The Rastas are coming back. They coming back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I guess it was. I'm glad you're happy. It was an amazing
Appreciate you for
experience.
coming through.
Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the gang, HBK Nation, and the homies 80K. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, everyone else for tuning in. This has been The Shades featuring our Buo guest today. Y'all go listen to our stuff. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends. We out.
Boom, 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 boom.
My people, my friends, stop and wait. Let's go
Yes,
conversate
man.
at the Shades.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap,
Yeah.
man.
What's this? Also, I was asking, guys,